corn today. Been working on this since what's today? Yeah, today's Sunday. So we got started good on this, I think like Wednesday or something. But yeah, it's been going good. All the corn is looking great out here. It's just everything I've pretty much been across has been a beautiful stand. So can't complain. That's awesome. But yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend. But if you follow me on my Facebook page, Longview Farming, you saw I put up there that corn doesn't take a holiday. So yeah, but basically this corn, my theory is we had a lot of rain last week, a lot of cloudy weather, and this week is supposed to be nothing but sun and heat. And sun and heat, what that does is that corn is going to be sitting there trying to pull up what nutrients and what water it can out of the ground, the root system. It's just going to be sitting there, and that corn, I guarantee, is going to double in size. Alright, so I'll show you how the action rig works from inside the cab. So basically that flow meter that's out there, it's got those little balls in it, which I can show you a better view outside. They go and they basically are showing how the flow is across all 12 units. This has 12 units on it, so it carries 12 rows at a time, which is perfect because we run 12 rows on our strip till rig and 12 rows on our planter. So we're basically following the same track as the planter, which I'm using my GPS screen right here out of the 8360R that I use the strip till with. And that's the beautiful thing about RTK is I can just go in there and I got my line back up, boom. I can just go and I can just follow that same track I've been on. But yeah, so basically we got the 300-gallon tank back here. We're carrying about 200 gallons because we're mixing micronutrients into it real quick. Alright, so I'm not running the full capacity back here, but I am running the full capacity in these two saddle tanks on the front. Each of those saddle tanks is carrying 200 gallons, so I got 400 gallons on the front, which if you do the math on that, nitrogen weighs about 11 pounds a gallon. So we're looking at like 4,400 pounds alone inside those tanks, which not to mention it's probably another, I don't know, 500-600 pounds with it being the tanks and everything. So it's a decent amount of weight on the front right now. But I see guys that sit there and they run like the 250-gallon saddle tanks, which is 500 on the front, and they run a 300-gallon tank like that on the front also. That's a lot of weight on the front end of a tractor, which, I mean, those case tractors, you got to watch them things. They're weak. They can't handle that. But these old Deeres, man, they just, yeah, they can handle that weight. But I'm just kidding before anybody gets upset. Oh, but speaking about John Deere, I don't know if anybody's seen, I've been like so excited. Busch Light came out with these John Deere themed Busch cans. And from what I've been reading, $1 of it goes to farm rescue. Excuse me, $1 for each case goes to farm rescue. So John Deere is donating $1 from it, and Busch Light is donating $1 from it. So altogether, I think they're gonna sell. I think their plan is to sell like 100,000 cases or something. Anyways, they're gonna go and donate that money to farm rescue, and I'll put the link in the description. Farm rescue is awesome. They sit there and they provide help when, like, let's say for example, a farmer passes away, a farmer gets sick, his operation is down. They go out and they basically go around and take care of that so that the family doesn't have that burden to worry about a crop or a crop not getting planted or leaving it in the field. Farm Rescue is a great organization. For all you RTK guys and like green, any GPS, honestly, don't you just love sometimes you get into the field, GPS signal goes out, so it goes and you got to go up here and shift your track and all that crap. But yeah, you see it's an RTK extend right now. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, Memorial Day, and it's a beautiful day outside. I figured I'd come out here before I got on the nitrogen rig and look at the soybeans. Look how pretty they look. And look how pretty these row shutoffs look. You can see where I dropped the planter. And it goes right here. And then it goes and it cuts them right back on before they start going back out in the field. It's an older system that we have on that planter, but I mean, these first 3 rows, the beans are crossing, but man, like look out here. Looks awesome. But yeah, these beans are looking pretty. So what the next step is on our beans is we're gonna come out, do a little spray on them. They're just about, I don't know, probably about a month out from canopy. So probably in the next couple weeks, we'll go and we'll come out and we'll do a weed killer spray and probably put a little bit of micronutrients out, just to kind of, like, for example, that weed right there, and then over there on the edges, I saw, oh, here we go. I'll go right over here. And for example, this grass. So we'll just come out here with a little bit of Roundup and okay, no, Roundup is not bad. Like the TV ads have said, they're like, oh, it gives you Parkinson's. We'll save that for a later date. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna come out here, do a Roundup and a little micronutrient spray, and hopefully by the time we do that, the beans, they'll go and they'll get big enough to where they canopy over this bare ground right here, and they shade the ground, and they keep that sunlight from getting from the bottom to the bottom, excuse me, and the weeds don't come up. So that's where we're at right now in the soybean crop. Pretty much cotton, the first spray we do on that, we do a Roundup and what we call a thrip spray. You go out there, the thrips are like little tiny insects. They go out there, and when cotton puts off that first true leaf, what happens is if it gets really dry or hot, the thrips come in and they'll eat that first true leaf off, and that screws that whole cotton plant up. So that's like a very tedious spray. But Delta Pine Bayer, they're coming out with a trait called Thrive On that is basically gonna fight the thrips, so that's one less spray you have to go out there and do behind your cotton crop, which I'm interested to see what that trait ends up doing in the next couple years. I think they're just rolling it out this year, doing some testing on it, so it'll be interesting to see what the plots and stuff do this year. So we're pretty much done with planting. All we have left to do now is about 60 acres behind our rye cover crop. That we're gonna probably pick that in the next couple weeks, probably when I get back off of vacation. I know a farmer taking a vacation, what? Nah. We been working hard the past, yeah, all spring. So it's nice. That's one thing I love about farming is we can sit there and work, and then we can take a little bit of time off to be with our families. I love it. But be back from vacation, and then we'll go and get the rye picked, and then we're gonna plant behind that. So got about 60 acres left to do, which 60 is nothing. We'll get that knocked out real quick, and I'll have some pretty cool footage of the combine, hopefully, in the picking the rye. All right, so what I'm really hoping for is this summer on especially the corn crop and all our crops, is we get a rain like every other day. If that happens, that would be awesome. You talk about making some really good crops. If that happens, look how pretty the corn is looking this morning. When you make your corn crop, if you get rain when that corn crop is tasseling, what's happening is when that tassel comes out, that's basically the tassel on top of the corn plant is the male, and it puts out little seeds on it. And when that rain comes in, those little seeds, or the pollinators, if you want to call them, on top, that rain goes and it kind of shakes that corn plant down, and wind does help too. A little bit of wind, not a lot of wind, but it goes and it shakes it down, and like when you eat sweet corn, it's the same concept with field corn. When you eat sweet corn, it those like silks and everything you get in your teeth when you eat it, those actually, they're like sticking out of the, well actually if you shuck corn, you know what I'm talking about, the silks, they go, and that's the female, and what it does is those little pollinators go down to that silk, and they go and they make milk, and through those each one of those silks is like a milk line, and it goes, and that's how each one of those kernels gets filled. So if all the pollinators that come out of the tassel come out successfully and they hit that silk, that's when you make an awesome corn crop. All right, so now I got that filled up with nitrogen that holds 2,000 gallons, and I'm filled up with sweat. It's humid out here. We get the old lift right here and put a little bit of fertilizer in it. With this fertilizer, we're running a gallon to the acre, so, or no, 2 gallons to the acre, excuse me. So it's just best just to add it to the tank and let it mix as it shakes going down the road. All right, come on, girl. I call this one Old Smoky. She needs an engine. She's a little, she's seen better days, but you can't beat the price that was paid for this thing. You can't beat it, so we'll put some fertilizer in there. So I need 100 gallons, and look what I got. 100 gallons, so that's easy. We'll just empty the tank right into it. Well, she's almost there. It's stupid me forgot to vent the tank. Oh God, she's getting full. Oh no, it's gonna be close. Yeah, I got, yeah, just about all of it in there. We're gonna call that close enough. She's full. Yeah, she's foaming a little bit from the reaction of the nitrogen and this fertilizer I'm putting in there. So we're gonna go and throw the lid on. God, I hate these lids. When you got sticky fertilizer and sticky nitrogen on it, come on, baby. All right, got it. You gotta get, if you know, you know, you gotta get them things right when you put them on there. They're just a pain in the rear end. Yep, I'll go put that back under the shed, and I gotta get some other stuff, and then I'm gonna head back to the field. Yeah, I was going on the field. I just got in here and I looked, and the chain's back there doing this. I would say she's a little loose. But yeah, this is the wheel. This wheel spins and powers this chain, runs this motor right here. This is the pump back here. This old John Blue pump. If you know anything about John Blue, oh my lens, hold up. Oh, that's much better. But yeah, old John Blue pump right here. The things are tough. You know anything about them? Best part is, I think the sticker's still on there. Oh, somewhere. Made in the USA. Can't beat it. Good old USA. All right, that's a whole lot better. You don't want that chain too loose or too tight. You get it too tight, you wear the chain out. Got it too loose, you wear the chain out. So it's kind of like a sweet spot for those chains. So as you can see, we got we're laying it right down by the row on each one. So there's my little line down there. But yeah, it goes and running out of the front tanks and the back tank, and it runs off that pump over there like I showed earlier. But yeah, see if I can get some more footage up here. One thing I want to hit on before I go, so a lot of farmers, when they put nitrogen down on corn, sorry, trying to get my tracking right. When they put nitrogen down on corn, they're running a sprayer with these drop nozzles. I was just thinking about this and I figured I'd hit on it. And they're spaced out, like for example, our field is inch spacing. So you would go and put a drop nozzle every 36 inches on your boom. So most like 30 sprayers that are set up for 36 inches are each nozzle spaced out 18 inches apart. So you would cap off every other one and put the drop nozzle on there. But most farmers, their corn is spaced out on 30 inches. So their nozzles are every 15 inches. So they cap off every other one and space them out every 30 inches. But the advantage of knifing it in versus a drop nozzle is with this, you're knifing it in the ground. That nozzle, which I'll get out before the end of this video, and I'll show you, the blade is like shooting. You got the blade coming in, and then the nozzle or the orifice is shooting a stream down behind that blade. And we believe knifing it in, it's getting to that root system a whole lot faster. Plus, there's no nitrogen on top of the ground for the summer heat to go. And you know what that sun likes to do in the summer? Evaporation. We don't want to lose it. We want to keep as much as we possibly can out in the field. And we don't want any going up in the sky and getting evaporated. So plus we've also seen yield data shows that, especially on cotton, which we run this on cotton too, as much as 50 pounds better to the acre on cotton, which is awesome. So I mean, right now cotton I think is at $1.20 as of right now. So that's roughly $60 more per acre in your pocket. So you do the math on that, you're gaining a whole lot of money. So that's the reason why we knife nitrogen in instead of running drop nozzles on our sprayer. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. Just remember, if you like these videos, just at the end of this video I have a thing set up. The little circle with the thank you. Anyways, the little circle at the end with the profile picture, whatever, for my channel. If you click on that, you can go and subscribe to my page, and make sure you turn your alerts on so you know when my next video comes up. But yeah, and it's going to keep the content's going to keep getting better and better. So all right guys, well thanks for watching, and have a happy Memorial Day, which is today's Memorial Day, but when I put this up it'll be past Memorial Day. But hey, summer's here. Have a good one guys. Thanks for watching.